Yo guys, what's going on and welcome back. It is me, Gamers Myself, otherwise known as Owen, and we are back with some more Minecraft. Today, it's a bit different to the usual stuff. It's not how to build. It's in that tutorial world, but it's not how to build. It's not most efficient stuff. It's none of that. It is the top 5 ways. You've probably already seen it in the title. Top 5 ways to kill the Ender Dragon. Now, this is the top 5 most fun and easy sort of put together ways, because I mean there is ways where you could use potions and stuff like poison and maybe stuff like that, but they are not very, like, that will take you ages and ages and ages to gather. So you know, some of this stuff actually takes quite a bit to gather. But so first of all, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you've got everything that you're taking enchanted in this video. So go ahead and use if you haven't seen this video, it's pretty cool. It's the most efficient enchantment room you could possibly make that gives you level 30 XP, so go check it out. I'll leave it in the description below. And so we're going to go through the top 5 ways to kill the Ender Dragon. So let's jump right into it, and I'll see you in the 5th way. So we are back with the 5th way, the 5th best way, or in my opinion anyway, you can kill the Ender Dragon. Now this is the normal way. There's not much to say about this. It's an enchanted bow, level 30, with an enchanted sword, level 30, and I mean it just beast. It's just beast. The reason I put it here in 5th is because I thought it didn't really deserve to be near the top because it's used by everyone and it's not that original. But I also thought, well, it's probably one of the most effective ways to do it. You shoot down the healers, or whatever you want to call them, with a bow, and you do that, and then you wait for the dragon. You can try and nail him a couple of times if you really want. You wait for him to come down, and then you just beast him with the sword. So he is already down some health, by the way, because I took out the healers, and for some reason he lost a fair amount of health. But don't worry about that. And so yeah, that's the 5th best way, in my opinion, you can kill the Ender Dragon. But let's jump into the 4th. Back with the 4th best way, or sort of anyway. I personally think it's quite a fun way to do this. It is with the Ender Pearl. Now this one is 4th for 2 good reasons, I think. 2 good reasons. 1, it's fun to teleport and that, so there's 2 reasons it's bad, and that's why it's in 4th. The first reason is that it's hard to gather ender pearls, like really hard. Like, I mean, if you have like a spawner, don't get me wrong, it's gonna be pretty easy, but I don't know if there is an enderman spawner. But you know, it's like, oh no, I'll wait until he comes back down, because the thing about this is also the second reason it is in near the last place is because the damage you take on survival. Like, if you're doing this on survival, you will take a lot of damage from fall damage. So it's like to the point where you're sitting, and also you can only hold 16 in a stack, but you know, that's just next reason. Like, the damage you would take from hitting him and then falling to the ground, you could actually die from it. But that's why the sword's here. And the thing is, you'll have to end the pearl up to there and destroy the healers with a sword. But as you'll see in a second, I'll show you the damage it does. It's not actually that much, to be honest, compared to a few of the other ways. It's not a ton, and that is why it's 4th. But don't get me wrong, it's awesome to teleport into him. But anyways, that is the 4th best way, in my opinion. So we'll jump into the next one right now. The 3rd best way, here we go. It is the Snowball, of course. This is a pretty, I don't know how, I've seen this off Stampy Longnose and Ballistic Squid on their race to road to the end. This is a pretty effective way, really, because 1, you don't realistically need a sword, but you still need to destroy the caged healers, the ones that are in like iron bars. You still need to get up there and destroy them. But apart from that, you can snowball the healers, and it actually destroys them. And also, you can do it to the Ender Dragon. And the good thing about this is, it's easy to gather snow. That is the advantage of snow, is it's easy to gather snow. And as you can see, it's not doing the world's best damage, but it's easy to gather snow. But the downside, and this is why it's 3rd over the 2nd one, is because you can only hold 16 in a stack, which is just like the Ender Pearls, but they're better. Snowballs are better, in my opinion, obviously, because they're 3rd. But the thing is, because you can only hold 16, it means you're going to have like a full inventory of them if you really want to do some serious damage to the Ender Dragon. So that is why they are third. But anyways, let's jump into the second best way. And here we are one away from the top. The second best way, in my opinion, is the egg. Now this sounds weird, and you may think it doesn't take damage off him, but it takes around about the same damage as a snowball off him, and that's why it's second. And the reason why, there's two reasons why I put it above the snowball. And there's one reason why it's sort of like, it's quite annoying because eggs aren't really easy to gather unless you've got a mass production like chicken farm going on somewhere, like flipping class A production of chicken farm or something, I don't know. But if you have that, then it's going to be pretty easy. But if you don't, it may be quite hard to do the collection of eggs. But the reasons why I've put it second over third is, instead of third, sorry, is because two reasons. One, you can hold 64 in a stack, so that is mint. So you wouldn't have to have a full inventory of eggs, to defeat the Ender Dragon. You might have to have a fair few though, because it does just do the same amount of damage. As you can see, it's still a pretty decent amount of damage. And the main reason why it's above it is because it spawns chickens. What the hell? I mean, why? Even when you chuck at the Ender Dragon, I don't even know how that works. You chuck at the Ender Dragon and it spawns chickens. I mean, it does kill them, don't get me wrong, but it's still pretty damn awesome that it actually still spawns chickens. Like, I'll show you. Oh, he's flying away. If we can get hit on the dragon and it spawns a chicken, we'll have a look. Is it spawning chickens? No, there's just eggs flying everywhere. But I mean, that's pretty damn cool in my opinion. Look, there's one there. Look at it. Look at them all running about a bit. Chicks. So it's just pretty cool. So I'll wait for him to come down so I can show you. But for some reason, he keeps flying away every time I want him down here. I actually did record this video already, and the thing is, there we go. Look at his spawn chickens. They do die sadly, but I mean, look at them chickens go. It'd be funny if they attacked it. That'd be even better. But I did record this video already once, and basically what happened is the dragon was really loud, but I'll discuss that at the end. But so let's go into the best way, in my opinion, to defeat the Ender Dragon. We are back, and we are here with the top way to kill the Ender Dragon. Of course, it has to be the bed. Now, you may be thinking, and you may be asking yourself, how does this work? How does this work? How can that even work? Like, when you blow up a bed in the nether or the end, it does a big explosion. How does that explosion not damage you? I actually do not know the answer to this, to be perfectly honest with you. I just know that it isn't the... Oh, thanks. Thanks, bud. I just know that it isn't the end, the explosion damages you. It's the fire. I'll show you right now. See that fire there? See the damage that did there? If you can rewind that and check out the damage that did, that is insane. This is why it is top, because it's just completely awesome, right? Don't get me wrong, sleeping and blowing it up and killing the Ender Dragon by that way is just minted. It's awesome. But you do take damage from the fire, but apart from that, you don't take damage from the explosion, so you're not really close to dying, especially if you've got fire resistant diamond armor on, and then you're not going to die. You're basically guaranteed probably not to die. But that is, and it does the most damage. That is why it is number one. One, because it's awesome, and two, because it does most damage. I'll show you when he gets down here. If he gets down here and doesn't fly away, because last time this failed quite a bit. Look at the damage that did. That took half of his health, not half of the whole bar, but half of what he had left, at least. I mean, there is a lot of flames, but apart from that, it's pretty cool. Here we go. Let's try and finish him off. Let's try and... Oh, one more bed, I think it is, and I think he's going to fly away, so I need to... There we go. We have defeated him. Obviously, this is creative, so it's not as cool as it would be if it was survival. But that is the top 5 ways to defeat the Ender Dragon, in my opinion. So if you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, because I did record this before, and the video went well, actually. It went pretty well. The whole commentary side of it went well. There was no major mistakes or anything. But the dragon was too loud. I was so mad when I went to look at that video. It was literally like, honestly, I don't know if you realise how annoying it is to repeat videos. If you record your own videos, then you'll know what I'm talking about. when you have to do a video again just because of a small mistake, because I want the videos to be the best they can possibly be, and just because of the dragon being too loud every now and then, it kind of ruined the video because it took over my commentary. So, you know, if you enjoyed, leave a like, because it would be much appreciated, because obviously doing it more than once is not really what you want to do, but to get a good video out there, it's what you've got to do, you know what I mean? So, but I hope you did enjoy, and also if you're new here, then go ahead and subscribe, because I do Minecraft content every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. And so yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.